What's going on YouTube? Hannah back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be focusing on Cardano as a whole, and then maybe teeter-tottering into the other cryptocurrencies. But my main focus right now is within Cardano. It's the fact that we're actually retesting our bottom support level, and this is huge. We're actually using the moving averages as a means of support for quite some time now. And if this can continue to hold, we may be able to reverse out of this slump that we're starting to appear in, or we're going to see the next couple of weeks be fairly bearish for the crypto. As you guys can see on the screen right here, we're starting to continue this downtrend, and we are using the supportive uptrend and moving average here. Things are going to start getting crazy the next couple of days, as pretty much we are going to be deciding which direction Cardano is going to want to move to for the next upcoming weeks. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, so honestly, since the summit of Cardano, we really haven't seen any great news coming out moving forward. People say that the hard fork, the Alonzo hard fork that happened within Cardano was going to have an immediate great effect on the price, and we didn't really see much of a movement. I mean, it happened around the 13th, which didn't really cause the biggest break to the upside here. I guess the people bought the rumor, saw the major jump, and then right after the hard fork, prices just continued to correct lower. Whether or not that was correlated, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, there are these top resistances here that we can draw in for the most part here. This is a resistance. This is a top resistance here. Pretty much once we hit that top, we started to correct lower. I mean, this is what we were anticipating, as usually September is a bearish month for pretty much all the cryptocurrencies. And as we know, it's pretty much taken its toll on pretty much everything since September. Corrections to the downside have been imminent on basically every single cryptocurrency, correction after correction. Cardano is no exception to the rule. Once again, continuing its bearish reversal to the downside here. Now, ideally, September is wrapping up and we're going to see it end very soon. And, usually October, November, December are some pretty bullish months for cryptocurrency, which is getting me excited as we're slowly coming back down to finish this and start to see some bullish moves to the upside here. But I just want to show you guys what I'm looking at here and what I'm thinking about. Now, long term, ideally, if this continues to play out here, you can see what exactly we're dealing with right here. I want to extend this chart out, even look at the weekly for a small glimpse here. You can see there might be an uptrend ultimately forming here. It's definitely a hard one to draw on. You can see for the most part, this is the trend line. It's not necessarily the best pattern forming right now, but you can see that we are hitting these higher highs and correcting lower. So I do believe this pattern is going to continue. There is a clear bottom support here that I do believe we're going to continue to bounce off of and continue its pattern long term, bouncing off the bottom here and swinging back up, creating a new higher high formation. But I don't think it's going to happen right this very moment. Long term, I do believe at the end of 2021, we'll see the reversal come into place, and then into mid 2022 we'll continue the bullish break to the upside here. Now you can see what I'm referring to in regards to short term is we're starting to intertwine within its moving average. Now this moving average has been a fairly subtle support level on the coin. And if this does decide to hold, we won't actually know if we're going to be flipping bullish until, I would say, buying in long above this resistance. There is a sideways channel we've decided to draw on right now. Although we haven't been trading inside of here for that long, it is a very strong support, and it is, a very strong support, and it is a very strong resistance level, and it intertwines. This can be a support too, which it has been, and then a resistance over here, and a support over here. But what I'm starting to notice is we are starting to come into contact with not only this small uptrend here. That was a terrible line. You can see this is the uptrend for the most part here. We're also coming into contact with the moving average. So we are being withheld ever so slightly, but that's pretty much what's happening with all these cryptos. They're starting to form some sort of symmetrical triangles or intertwining with its moving averages here. Even with Bitcoin, even though it's trading below its moving average, there is a symmetrical triangle forming on the more 4-hour charts. So ideally what we're looking for is how is this going to react here? Now, what I'm starting to notice is probably going to see some rejection. Long term, I do believe we're going to reject off this support level and these moving averages here and actually bounce off and start to fill in this gap here, consolidate probably into mid-October, maybe head all the way back down to bottom support here, which would be once again mid-October the latest, and then start to see correction to the upside here. It's very possible we could reverse off of this and head up. It's very possible, but it seems like with the way these markets are moving and the other cryptocurrencies, when you include these all into the same technical analysis, all the indicators are leading towards a breakout below these moving averages here, which I believe Cardano is going to follow suit too. And it could see us sink all the way back down to the long-term bottom support, which you can see is this uptrend right here. So ideally what I'm looking for is a continuation of a break below these support levels, correcting all the way down to $1.55. Now a good buying strategy would be is if we break through, I'd say $1.90, we can buy in to short it down to what could be $1.56. And when we buy in long would be above $2.30. If we can close above $2.30 above the middle of the Bollinger Band here, we can then buy in anticipating a long move. Otherwise, the next couple of days are literally just going to be consolidation and wait conservatively. You can see why, though, we're starting to see what could be a double bottom. It's a very short term, very small double bottom formation. This could allow us to break bullish here. Although we are seeing bearish crosses on the 4-hour moving averages here, we are also bottoming out on the relative strength indicators. We're not looking the best. There's some small biased, if you're looking for the slightest bit of hope within Cardano of a bottom support being retested here, that's probably it. But for the most part here, it doesn't look that bullish overall. It's very similar to what the other cryptos are doing, consolidating out like this, but we could see a breach back down very soon, filling this out and then breaking down lower and consolidating into here. And you guys can see for the most part how this correlates with these other cryptos. These are lower high formations, ridiculous lower high formations that are probably going to continue its pattern to the downside here, ending mid-October, continuing the bullish break into October, November, December. So what I wanted to compare it to was these other cryptocurrencies and why I think this is a vital role. When you look at Bitcoin, it's also forming descending fractals, and we have a bigger Elliott wave forming here. This would ultimately send prices down to complete B2C, which would be right around mid-October, stemming a reversal from C to D, and then filling out D to E, and then breaking out. That's what I continue to expect to see within Cardano. I don't think it's an exception here. I think the same pattern is forming with Ethereum and XRP2, all with their Elliott waves pulling us down to mid-October, then seeing the breakout into October to November. You can also see the current coin market cap. Cardano is very similar. Where is that? Right here, number 4, to these other cryptos, Bitcoin, Ethereum. You can see right here XRP. You then throw Cardano into the mix. It's a sharp downtrend reversal, sharp downtrend reversal, sharp downtrend reversal on the last 7 days. Makes them very similar. So that's the update that I wanted to give to you guys. Expect to see a small continuation. I'm not buying in just yet. I'm going to wait for this to complete itself. This is a strong support. This is a strong resistance. Once we can confirm direction either way, that will signal the buy-in opportunity. Otherwise, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.